stress is still way in the air. But now, instead of people being ashamed of admitting that their house is underwater, admitting that they may have missed a payment or two, admitting that they might need a short sale, might go into foreclosure, that was taboo 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Now at Thanksgiving, when you guys, who was going to have a Thanksgiving dinner with a lot of friends and family? Just listen. I guarantee you, amongst those conversations, you'll hear one or two people come to you and ask you, because you're the family, the family knowledgeable person on real estate. Hey, let me talk to you a second about a short sale, or about going into foreclosure. It's no longer taboo. It's no longer taboo. It's okay. The market crashed. You made a bad bet. Let's get out of it. That's why the short sale market is starting to increase. It's okay to be known as the resident knowledgeable person in your entire community for short sales. Market it. Embrace it. It's only going to increase. So you have the distressed portion of your business, and then you have the retail portion of your business. Who here has a retail operation? Do not let the retail operation go. That retail operation will forever be around. Property management. Who here manages properties, rentals? For those of you who do not, think about it. That segment of the business is starting to increase every single month. I went to this, it's called NARPM. I don't know, is anybody here an actual property manager who belongs to the group NARPM? National Association of Rental Property Managers? No? Look it up. I'll say it again, National Association of Rental Property Managers, NARPM. I went to their convention. It was I went to 2 conventions now, one in Dallas and one in DC. And I was completely amazed. I was completely amazed with all the happy, smiley faces. I'm like, why is everybody so happy? I go to other conventions and other conferences, not here, but everybody's so gloomy. Why are you so gloomy? I go to their conference, why are you so happy? Why are you so gloomy? Why are you so I finally pulled a guy aside and said, why is everybody here so happy? It would make me so much money. Who says money doesn't bring you happiness? I don't know. Right? Time and time again, they're getting tap on the shoulders. Hey, can you manage my 5 properties? Can you manage my 2 properties? Can you manage my 50 properties? Okay? It's a bit, if you guys here at Flowgrad, some of you guys might have an office, a team, and with times being a little tighter these days, it might not be a bad idea for you guys to actually go out. Instead of firing a really good employee and team member, say a little team member, you have 2 options. Fire or learn the property management business. What are they going to take? Chances are they're going to take the property manager book and figure it out. It's not brain surgery. You hear things real estate brain surgery. Come on, it's 4 walls and a roof. It's not that hard. Don't lose a team member who's valuable to your team because you can't carry them anymore. Let them learn the business. Let them help you learn the business. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Because MCM, the company I work for, is one of the largest buyers of NPL, non-performing loans, in the entire marketplace. And because we buy non-performing notes, we're looking for a hybrid agent that can cover all of this. And I was really going to, I wish I had like my little red dot here, because I'd go crazy on the board right now. We need a hybrid agent that covers all of this. And let me show you why that person can be you. A couple years ago, I met an individual, and by the way, and I say this every conference, and I never say it at any other conference. I speak at every other conference around the country, and I say it at this conference, and I'll say it again. I even say it to other conferences about this group of people. The best agents in our network come from this organization. So whatever you guys are doing, whatever you're learning, I wish I could sit in and hear it. I'm just too lazy, I don't. Whatever you guys are doing, continue to do it, because this organization, by far, hands down, is the best fit for us. say this also with complete sincerity. Everybody on the marketplace right now is trying to copy us. Every fund who wants to get into space wants to sit in our office and figure out how we do it. What's our secret sauce? Secret sauce are agents. That's what I tell them. Well, how do we get there? I don't know how you figure it out. Sooner or later, they'll find you guys. And you better be ready. One person was sitting here 2 years ago and wanted to get in our network, and I got him in the network. For 2 years, he was doing BPOs and evaluations and sweating, and he lives in Dallas. And who lives in Dallas? It's 115 degrees in the summer. It's terrible. I'm talking about strip mall to strip mall, blacktop to blacktop, 110 degrees, pouring off your face. It was disgusting. He did all his work for us for 2 years and maybe close to a couple deals. Aaron King, who knows Aaron King? By the way, he gave me permission to do this, so I'm not just throwing this out there. Is Aaron in the building? I told him he wasn't in the building, I was making jokes.
He's the diamond room. He's yours.
All right, Aaron King, in the last year, closed 5 short sales transactions for $59,000 to him. That includes a deal that is closing on Friday. I'm jinxing it right now. It's a $1.85 million deal. He did 10 REO transactions for us at $52,000. Not a bad year, right? Over 100 grand. Pretty good client. Aaron needs to buy me at least a cocktail. I don't work with Fannie and Freddie. Property management is where, check this out, right? This is where it gets kind of cool. We bought 54 houses in Dallas. He managed 32 of them. He had monthly income of $38,000 a month. I'm sorry, $3,800 a month. Wait, where is it? What? $3,000? Sign me up. $3,800 a month. And since the program started, he accumulated about $27,000 in income to his company. Aaron was a hybrid agent who could do everything we just talked about. One-stop shop. And because of that, in the last 2 years, he's made about $140,000. Is that a bad client? Would you guys like 1 or 2 of those? Okay? The math makes sense. It's a real-life example. When you see Aaron, have him buy you a drink. It worked out. He learned. He's in the diamond group as well?
Yeah.
So he came from, I pull him aside, I'll tell you a story, but he came from not doing much to getting into the organization, not to being a diamond member, and he's doing this kind of stuff. It happens here. It happens in this room. It happens with Brian and his team. I'm going to wrap it. I got 7 minutes. Is that right, Brian? Ish? All right. Wow, I didn't even practice it. See, this is it. Like, I'm just going. Am I doing all right, guys? Okay. Who are we? We're MCM Capital. Again, we talked about a hedge fund. We're buying. We bought almost $2 billion worth of notes over the last 4 years. We buy notes from banks. And then we borrow from BSI Financial. BSI Financial is our actual servicer. We have loss mitigators at BSI Financial that do the loss mitigation, that make the phone calls, and their strategy is based on what we ask them to do. Is it to go deep for lease? Is it to sell out short sale? Is it to take it REO? The strategy that we choose is the strategy they go for when they call the borrower. In the end, we are trying to prevent foreclosure every single time. We don't want borrowers to go into foreclosure. And if they're in a position where they haven't made payments for 20 months, we give them a next chapter fund. What's a next chapter fund? Say it again. Cash for keys. Sounds kind of sexy, doesn't it? Next chapter fund. All right, a little better than that. Next chapter fund. Try that one day. We give a next chapter fund. We report to the credit bureaus that if they cooperate in the short sale, that in the credit reporting, it's going to report paid as agreed. Not a short sale. Pretty interesting, isn't it? And then if you cooperate again, if you continue to cooperate, that deficiency is going to be waived. chased by a debt collector. It's pretty ugly. They get really gangster. Calling your neighbors, your cousins, your family, coming to work. But we forgive it. We forgive it. We're going to continue to grow our operation. 2012 was a light year for us because unfortunately a lot of people got into the market. A lot of people got into space. A lot of dumb money was put into the market to play and push prices up. But we're continuing to move forward because we understand that those people will eventually implode. We're going to be right there to pick up all the pieces. But don't let that deter you from trying to garner and get those people's business. Know your client. By sitting here right now, tell your clients, as you're pitching yourself to these potential clients, tell them you're a hybrid agent. A lot of these REO shops are no longer just REO shops. Is that a fair assessment? A lot of these operations, a lot of these special services, a lot of these outsourcers have shifted their game plan to include other facets of the real estate business. And because of that, when you present yourselves to them, you can use the term hybrid agent, patent pending. Royalties coming my way. Use that term. Feel free because that's what you need to be in this marketplace. And because we're growing, and again, practice what we preach is a big thing of mine, we understand the market. We're going to grow into the deed for lease space. We're going to grow into note sale space. We're going to grow into REO. We're going to move where the market takes us. Our company is small enough and nimble enough to move quickly. We're not Bank of America, the big Titanic that sees an iceberg and crash. No. When there's a new opportunity, if we have the resources and the brains to support it, we jump to it. Here's one of the resources, or here's one of the opportunities where we saw a good need and a good fit. You guys can come up and pick these up when I'm done. Something that's really exciting, we're super excited about. Who here has investors who wants to buy notes? I get calls all the time, hey, I want my notes, what are my notes? And then, it's a big song and dance, and, one thing leads to another, and nothing ever happens. Well, we saw an opportunity in the marketplace that there's a huge opportunity for people who want to buy notes. Real estate agents are the gatekeepers to real estate. Why can't you be gatekeepers to notes as well? So we created, everybody ever heard of multi-source? Yes? So a small little company called MCM got into a joint venture with multi-source.